What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to talk about all things Nintendo going on this week and next week. So, to be completely honest with you, I haven't covered Nintendo on this channel before. One, because my original Switch, I got the Switch when it came out for Christmas from my parents, right? The original Switch. But my Switch broke because the Joy-Con wouldn't stay in properly. So, am I excited for the Switch 2? Yes, I'm excited for the Switch 2. Will I get the Switch 2? Probably. If there is a lot of games that I like, which I've heard rumors that this thing is as powerful as a PS4 Pro to it's as powerful as a PS5 or an Xbox Series S. Bruh, if that's true, we are in for a treat, my G. So, one of the things that I'll talk about the direct that happened today. The big direct is happening next week, where the pre-order date is announced, the release date of the console of the thing itself is announced, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes. All right, but I want to talk about what sold me on getting the Switch 2, because my last Switch, the Switch 1, broke for me. Right, I really enjoyed playing games on the Switch 1. I love Breath of the Wild, and what else did I play on there? I didn't get a chance to play Mario Odyssey, but Breath of the Wild, I played a bit of Fire Emblem, and when my Switch was working, it was dope, right? And if you guys are asking, Noah, how'd your Switch break? So, you guys know, if you guys have played Nintendo Switch, the original, you know how you would have to slide in the Joy-Cons and stuff like that? My hands, I have big hands, right? And I have one hand that doesn't really work that well. I could still play the games, but sometimes my hand would shake the Joy-Con, and it got to the point where it wouldn't slide in anymore, and it would keep sliding back up and disconnecting the Joy-Con. So that's how my Switch broke. And it got to a point where my mom had to tape down the Joy-Cons so they wouldn't move anymore. And basically what happened is I couldn't use it. And I don't know if they're gonna do this, but if they do, I'll lose my shit. I loved Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Bruh, that game was the shit. Oh my god, that game was the shit. It let me play as Daredevil in a video game. You guys know how much I love Daredevil. Bruh. It let you play as Deadpool, and the DLC for that game was Moon Knight, Morbius, Blade, Ghost Rider was in the main game. And you had Yuri Lowenthal, my favorite Spider-Man ever. My favorite voice actor. My favorite portrayal of Spider-Man is Yuri Lowenthal's portrayal of Spider-Man. You had that. So, yeah. But anyway, enough hyping about the games that I loved to play on my Switch. I know I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom yet. No, I haven't played Mario Odyssey yet and stuff like that, because again, my Switch broke. But what I like about the Switch 2 is they made the Joy-Cons magnetic. What does that mean, Noah? It means they stay still when you play them. They're not like a sliding mechanism. You pop it on the console itself, and then you pop the other one on the console itself. Bravo, Nintendo, you did it. You improved. You fixed my one complaint with the Switch, right? Because the games were great. So, let's talk about this event that just happened today. So this event that just happened today, the big event is on April 3rd. Like, that's where we're gonna get, like, a bunch of Switch games, like, third party and first, that are released. Like, I think we're gonna get the launch lineup for Switch 2, and the, uh, the release date of the Switch 2 itself, and the pre-order date and stuff like that, and how much, and price point, and how much stuff that is, like that kind of stuff. But today was like the swan song to the Switch 1. And the reason I say the swan song to the Switch 1, this event wasn't very good, y'all. I watched it. I enjoyed, I enjoyed like three things. I enjoyed like three things out of the event. I wasn't very upset because, again, we're getting another Nintendo Direct in 6 days, right? And this, like, if the rumors are to believe, if the rumors are to be believed, like, they're gonna really roll out the red carpet for this, if you know what I mean. So, the games that I did like, was Pokemon Arceus, ZA. Bro, I didn't get to play that game either, but I really like to see what they're doing with the Pokemon, franchise going forward in terms of video games. Like, I watch a bunch of Let's Plays and stuff, and, like, bruh, like, I think this game is gonna be cross-gen with Switch 2, right? I was talking to my dad, who, if you guys, my dad works in business. He works in technology sales and stuff like that. So I asked him, I'm like, yo, Dad, why is Nintendo not just saying they're done with Switch 1? And he's like, and I'm like, is it because, they want to slowly support the Switch 2? I mean, slowly lean off support for the Switch 1. And he's like, exactly, buddy. They still have a lot of people that bought the Switch 1. Like, the Switch 1, for those that don't know, is the second best-selling console of all time. So, yeah, you have a lot of people that bought the Switch 1. So, well, let's talk about Pokemon. I love, like, I know this was an Arceus, but again, I couldn't play Arceus because my Switch broke. Um, um, the, I love, like, the real-time combat in Pokemon, and, like, this new game, ZA. And I love, the day-night cycle and the open world stuff, and I cannot wait to play this game. And yes, I do think this game is gonna be cross-gen. There's two games, that I think are gonna be cross-gen, and we'll get to, like, my favorite game of the show in a minute. So, game 2 that I want to talk about was an Atlas RPG remaster. If you don't know who Atlas are, they're the developers of the Persona, franchise, Shin Megami Tensei. I haven't played it yet, but they developed Metaphor. I've heard great things. I haven't played it yet. I can't wait to play it. And I love the games that I've played. Like, I remember, like, I was a PS Vita adopter, so I remember playing Persona 4 Golden. For people that are my age but played that game, shout out to you. I remember playing Persona 4 Golden, and loving that game. Like, loving it. So, yeah, that game looked cool to me, but the coolest game that I saw in this event, and keep in mind, this was like the swan song to the Switch 1, so all these games, the new Pokemon game that I just talked about, the new Pokemon game that I just talked about, the Atlas game that I just talked about, and this new game that I'm gonna talk about, um, are all on Switch One still. So, yeah. So let's talk Metro Prime 4. Metro Prime 4. I remember, like, this game was announced when the original Switch was launched, bro. Like, it was this and Breath of the Wild that were announced. And, bruh, this game looks so good. It looks like Nintendo's version of Halo mixed with Doom Eternal. Bruh. That, like, obviously a lighter tone, but that's how it looks like to me. This game looks so good. Like, the gameplay looked so fluid and stuff like that. And this is the other game that I think is gonna be cross-gen. Because this and Pokemon, they didn't give a date for. Well, they said holiday for Pokemon. They didn't give a date for this at all. They just said coming soon. Why? Why do I think they just said coming soon? I think we're gonna get the Metro Prime 4 date, and I think it's the same day that Switch 2 launches, or Switch 2 comes out. And bruh, if that's true, like, they need more than Metro Prime 4 to sell me on getting a Switch 2, but bruh, if that's true, that will be my launch game that I decide to get with the Switch 2, because I'm a gamer at heart, bro. It doesn't matter what console it's on. Like, I will either watch it or get it myself. You guys know, I like, my goal, as long as I'm able to, and as long as I have the money and the support to, I will as long as I have the resources to, I will always get the new device if I think that there's good games on it. So I have both an Xbox Series X and a PS5. And if the Nintendo Switch is as good as the rumors are saying it's going to be, then yes, your boy will be getting one. Either he will be buying one himself, or since the rumored release date is in June and my birthday is in July, I'm turning 23, I will ask for it for my birthday if I can't pre-order it myself. If there's good games for it. So yeah, for me, like, I know I haven't talked about Nintendo before on this channel, but again, I just explained why, because my Switch broke. But I'm very, very, very excited. So, Noah, what do you think the launch games are going to be? I hear you guys asking that. Well, I think we're going to get a bunch of third-party stuff. Don't ask me what. We'll talk about that when I do a video after the event on April 3rd. April 2nd. April 2nd. And, yeah, April 2nd. And, if I had to guess third-party games, bro, the Arkham series is already on there. Okay, I'm gonna guess the Arkham series. Like, the reason why is because I've heard, because again, this was after my Switch broke, that the Arkham trilogy doesn't run very well on Switch. So I wouldn't be surprised if they, like, say, hey, we're dropping Arkham, the trilogy, like the Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight. I pray to God that they include Arkham Asylum. I mean Arkham Origins in that, right? But in terms of newer games, I've heard rumors, and no, I wouldn't buy. Well, I might buy it twice if it's possible, but Assassin's Creed Shadows might come to Switch. Now, that's just a rumor. I've heard Metaphor might come to Switch too. I've heard Cyberpunk might come to Switch 2. I've heard that Call of Duty might come to, and I mean like new Call of Duty, like Black Ops 6 and stuff like that. I've heard that that might come to Switch. I've heard that, and stuff like that. But in terms of Nintendo first party, the two launch games that I am going to bet money are there are Metro Prime 4, like I said, and Mario Kart 9. Yeah, Mario Kart 9. Okay, and I'm gonna throw in two more. I think we're gonna get Zelda Tears of the Kingdom like remastered or bundled with an expansion. Or we're gonna get both Zelda Breath of the Wild and Zelda Tears of the Kingdom bundled together, put it in a remaster, put it on Switch, and say it looks better and performs better and all that stuff, right? And you're gonna get that. I think you're also gonna get what was it? I think you're also gonna get an announcement of a new Mario platformer. If you don't get a remaster of Odyssey on Switch 2, but I think you're gonna get a remaster of. I think you're gonna get. Sorry, I think you're gonna get. Sorry, guys, this is a long video. I'm sorry for that, but I'm really excited, as you can tell. I think you're gonna get. I think you're gonna get I think you're gonna get a new Mario platformer announced. If I had to bet money on the one remaster that I think they're gonna do, and that's because it literally just finished ending service last year. I think you're gonna get a Smash Ultimate remaster, which gets me excited because again, I couldn't play Smash Ultimate because my Switch broke. So, and with the new like magnetic Joy-Con thing, I am very, 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 very excited to see what Nintendo has in store for us for the direct and like the true reveal of the Nintendo Switch 2. And yeah, if you guys are excited for the Nintendo Switch 2, please leave your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for all your support, and I hope you have a great day. And one more thing. Nintendo dropped an app called I forget what it's called, but it's called Nintendo Daily. Shout out to my mom because she remembered my Nintendo account password from a decade ago when I created my Nintendo account to play my Switch. And so all you need to sign into that app is your Nintendo account, and it's like a news app, so it keeps you updated on all things Nintendo, and you can watch the directs on YouTube, or you can watch it through the app and stuff like that. So yeah, I will keep you guys updated on everything Nintendo Switch 2. And yeah, I will see for my next Nintendo Switch 2 video. I will see you guys on Wednesday after the Nintendo Direct revealing everything. All right, and we'll talk about what they reveal and the price point and the stuff like that is in the Switch 2 and all of its hopefully glory. And yeah, thank you so much for all your support, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.